Thank you for that narration there, Joao. Appreciate that. Right on the intro. How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the Jedi Night's Watch for a little bit different of a stream here. We're going to be talking about the Obi Wan Kenobi series as a whole. We're going to be reviewing it, giving our thoughts, our reactions, digging deep and just talking about what we liked, what we didn't like. Was this a justified series? Could we have kind of done without it? So we'll talk about that tonight. It's going to be a little bit laid back, be loosey goosey. We'll just discuss. Sorry about starting late. Just Mario had to work late, so not a big deal.
Yeah.
And then we just had really
I
good
saw you blame me in the chat.
We had really good discussions backstage. We were talking about what? Star Wars theory, expensive lightsaber hilts.
Mm-hmm. Amongst other things.
Well, yeah, amongst other things. Mario's collection. So, Mario, I'm going to introduce you, and while I do that, I'm going to give you the screen. How you doing, sir?
Doing good, man. Thanks for having me on tonight. And yeah, I know. Y'all just want me here for my collection here. That's it.
You are not wrong.
Wow. Yeah, so I finally got that last case up. It's up and going. So I just got to pack up some of the non-Star Wars figures that's here on the bottom shelf and then just rearrange everything chronologically like I originally planned. And the only thing that's going to suck is that I'm not going to be able to display everything that I want. The collection is that large. And that's only 100 figures. I got like way more than that regarding Star Wars. So just basically the sequels, are gonna have to go. But yeah, man, doing good tonight. Just happy to hang out with you guys and let's talk some Obi-Wan, man. Looking forward to it.
I appreciate having you here. Thank you for making the time. I know you were rushing to get here, so yeah, appreciate it, sir.
No problem.
And next we have Mr. Big Breda himself joining the show.
Hello.
Thank you for Star Wars. Here we go.
Thank you for having me again. I won't talk about this guy. You know him?
Oh, I know him.
No.
No?
Make that out.
Probably the best scene in the series, but yeah, we'll talk about that. Might even get a figure of that.
I don't even know what the hell you're looking at, bro.
Let's go to Fabs. Welcome on the show, Fabs.
Streaming from the warehouse.
Did you see that picture he was showing? Do you know who that was? That Joao was just showing?
No, I didn't see the movie. What's up, guys? Thank you for having me tonight.
See the movie.
Let's get to it.
All right.
Chop.
So, before we get into the chat, I just want to tell you guys we're going to be talking Obi-Wan. Spoiler warning right here. If you haven't seen it, go spend, 5.5 hours, watch it, come back, and then watch this and hang out with us then. But let's just check into the chat, see who's in the house tonight. We got Daniel SC. Hello there. We have Adirk23. Hi. Christian says, what's up? We got Metamorphic Customs in the house. Hey. Another wonderful Friday evening. Perfect time to talk Hot Toys and Star Wars. And Desi, as you can see right here, we do have the Batmobile. It did come. Wasn't perfect, and it's not.
Oh, look at that!
It's not the best, but there was some scratches on it that the seller let me know about after he shipped it. So I was getting Desi's opinion about it, and we did get the scratches out. But yeah, so we got Hector V in the house, single songwriter. Always a pleasure to have him. Let's see, Eric. Another live stream talking about Star Wars. Everybody loves Star Wars, except for Andrew James. He does not. 1-6 Arts. Man of Hot Collectibles. What's up, Dante? Just finished with his stream, so I appreciate you hopping over here. Hey, we got Fab's Figures in the house.
Hey.
Doc Smizzle. What's up, Doc? The Insane One. Feed the algorithm. Leave a like and subscribe. Hey, appreciate the plug. Do like and subscribe. And also do that for my friends as well. And speaking of Andrew James, $4.99 super chat. Thank you very much, my friend. Before you spoil anything, I just want to pop on the show and show my support. Much love, my man. Well, thank you very much. He also says, fantastic collection, Mario.
Thank you, man.
Primetime reviews in the house. What is going on, my friend? DT Artman in the house. Hello. I think that's pretty much everybody. So guys, I just want to start by saying I'm going to be talking about some negative stuff tonight. I'm sure you guys might bring some stuff up too, but I want everybody to know that I did think the series, although it wasn't perfect, was good. I enjoyed it overall as a whole, especially all the Kenobi and the Vader scenes. Any of you guys just on the opposite side that you did not like this at all, thought it was pointless, was just right off the bat? Anybody on the panel hate it?
No, not me. No complaint. Well, complaints here, but I mean,
Right.
I did enjoy it overall.
Hate? I also don't think so.
Fabs doesn't hate anything, so
No, it was. I mean, I didn't expect any of that, but I loved it. So
okay, all right.
Hey, wow, got a love here on the panel. Look at that.
Well, let's talk about a few of the characters before we kind of dig into maybe things we liked, things we didn't like. What did you guys think of Vader? Mario, I'll start with you. How did you think Vader was portrayed to us? Did you think it was good? Could have been better?
I think it could have been better. I think he was just, for the most part, he was excellent. I freaking love seeing Vader. The fact that they've got James Earl Jones down now, we don't know for sure whether or not he was actually in the booth and they just modulated his voice, or was that all just completely synthesized from previous work that he may have done. That still has yet to be determined, I guess. But there were a couple times in which I felt there were things he didn't do that were out of his character in a sense. You know, I'm like, wait, this is not Vader, bro. But then I gotta remember that this is earlier. He's less experienced, you know, may not have much of a temper. Well, he should have his temper. He's freaking Vader, man.
Right.
You know how he is. But I mean, yeah, there were a couple things that I said that were probably out of his character. But for the most part, I thought they nailed it. I thought Disney did an amazing job with the character. But that's not to say I want to see a full series of him whatsoever. I do not want to take that risk at all. But I did enjoy what I saw.
Nice. How about you, Fabs?
I loved the show. I loved the entire thing. You know, the Vader parts, you know, were my favorite at least. I didn't expect anything less. I loved how vicious, you know, they made him come off. You know, the fact that he was eager to get him no matter what. Didn't care about anything. Loved everything. I loved everything about it.
How about you, Joel? You like Vader?
I agree. I agree with Mario and Fabio. I just think in some scenes, Vader always look better when he's with wide, shooting wide, and you can see the Vader like you can see him like taller and stronger. Sometimes the shots were not the best, but overall, I think I liked the way they portrayed Vader. I don't have Vader is not what screwed the TV show for me.
What did screw the TV show for you?
Oh, we are starting right.
We'll just chat. Yeah, that's fine.
I think it was the writing of Riva.
Yes,
I
I
think
agree.
there are some problems there.
That was my least favorite.
I like the
part of
developing. I saw the actress. Her acting was getting better through the episodes, but I think she was also disappointed with the script they had for her. I don't think the writing was the best. And for me, honestly, I think when you have it will be one of the most legendary fights between Vader and Obi-Wan. You keep getting interrupted with the scene in Tatooine that no one cares about. That I didn't care about that. It's not important. I want to see Vader and Obi-Wan, and they kept cutting and go back to Tatooine to Riva going after Luke. That we already know she would not do anything to him because Luke is in the New Hope.
Right.
Nothing will happen to him. I just think the writing of Riva was not the best. I think that if it's true that they want to do a show about her, probably can be interesting, but I don't know. I was a bit conflicted with the way they portrayed that character in this show.
They should have just given her own show to begin with and left her out of the series. I mean, have an Inquisitor show about
it's not only
her
that,
upbringing and her story, and then maybe you have more time to focus on her character arc, because here it just seemed like 6 episodes wasn't enough to actually give her an arc.
But from 6 episodes, you go for the first episode that she she cuts the end of a civilian. They kill a Jedi because that Jedi that is hanging
Right.
was killed by them. And in 6 episodes, she go from
I just can't do it.
from an inquisitor, a horrible person, to redemption in the end.
Right.
I think Obi-Wan should step her and said, "No, I will not let you go here. You should be stepped third time."
Well, that's and I'm going to get you in a different spot so you actually don't make it. Speaking of which, Fabs, how believable is it to make it out of not one, but 2 lightsaber stabs to the gut?
I don't even focus on any of that because it's Star Wars. You know what I mean? It is what it is. They do that on purpose for a reason. You know what I mean? This is not by mistake. This is not by, oh my God, they messed up the writing. This is not, oh my God, this sucks. They have to do that because there's a reason why. I guarantee she'll appear somewhere else in some other show, movie, or something. You know what I mean? So that's where they do these things. It's not, like I said, it's not by mistake, and there's a reason why she didn't die. And then we saw that it was to show that her character was going to have an enlightenment and go back to good.
Mario, would you agree that when you get stabbed with a lightsaber, your insides are cauterized and probably can't survive through that?
Only Qui-Gon cannot.
Exactly, bro. I was gonna say, depending on the species, apparently. Look, man, I agree with Fabio to an extension. I mean, it is Star Wars. It's not, it's not freaking I don't know, Aaron Sorkin, or anything like that. It really isn't. The thing is that what I think the show sucked from, as far as Reva's concerned, the shows were like about a half hour.
They were, yeah,
40 minutes. They should have been, considering that it's a 6-episode season. This thing should have been at least, I don't know, 50 to 60 minutes minimum. That way, you really could have developed the character even more. As far as building her up prior to this, I would disagree because they could have done all that within the show if they would have extended each episode to the point to where if they would have expanded upon her character, developed her a little bit more, because she was way underdeveloped. Even though no matter how much time we spent with her, even though we did see her a lot more than I think than Obi-Wan and Vader. But the thing is that they never really developed her character as much, and we didn't find out her motives until episode 5. Until the penultimate episode, although we all pretty much guessed it in a sense, for the most part, but still, I think that's something that should have been like exposed to the audience earlier on, so that way we can kind of, I guess, sympathize with her a little bit to see where she actually came from. Now, whether or not she got stabbed twice, that's up for debate. She did say that she just played dead amongst the bodies, but granted, when she saw Anakin stab her, I think that was something like if she actually felt it, it's something that she saw her friends go through. She probably put herself in that place, but not actually get stabbed. I think the first time was probably when Vader himself actually stabbed her first, considering what she said. That's just what I think, but we may or may not ever know.
But to that point, in the 3rd episode, I think it's when she talks with Vader the first time, and then she begs, and she meets with the 5th brother, and he tries to use the Force on her. She puts the hand on her stomach like she's feeling something. You can see a shot that she takes her hand to the stomach like she's protecting, or she's feeling pain over there. I think they are trying to show you that she was stabbed before.
I didn't notice that.
Yeah,
I thought her arms were like up, to her sides or something like that, from what I remember.
No. When she go against the table, then she puts the hand on her stomach. On the 3rd episode,
she probably hit her stomach on the table, dude. I mean, you'd probably do the same thing if you caught.
Some people said she's reaching for her hilt.
Her hilt's on her back, isn't it?
I don't know.
Yeah, I remember most of the costumes, as far as the Inquisitors, their hilts are.
Yeah, the hilts are on the back. Graham didn't watch the show, no problem.
I didn't watch it. I'm interviewing you guys about it. Really quick, we have Carlos in the house with a $2 super chat. Thank you so much for the support. Just give me about 5,000 more and I can catch up to Star Wars theory, right, guys? Now, he says if Maul and Palpatine can survive, anyone can. That's fair enough. I mean, Maul was cut in half.
And Luke. Luke fell down for 1,000,000 feet.
I pretend though that the sequels didn't happen, so Palpatine in my eyes is dead. That's just me.
And that's the thing, these things happen on purpose. They have to leave this wide open for things to happen in the future. They don't lock themselves into a situation where it can't be fixed and it can't be, you know what I mean? Because then that really causes problems. If you lock yourself into something and then you go try to change the story, then you're like, wait a minute, how are they doing this? So I feel like that's why that happens all the time.
Well, and that's why they have to, like you said, they have to be careful so they can keep things, in line, canon, if you will. And do you guys think they kept everything canon for the most part?
I think
that I can tell for the most part. I think so.
I thought they did a pretty good job.
Joao, I got a separate window up that I'm trying to. No, she's got her arms out to her side. I'm watching that scene again, Joao.
Okay. Some people could have a bit of a problem of Qui-Gon appearing as a Force ghost, but I think it's passable. I think you can accept that. It's okay.
Well, and I liked how Obi-Wan tied it up kind of with Leia at the end, People were like, well, he's got to kind of wipe her mind.
That was sweet.
I thought it was a good ending.
Yeah, the ending was well done.
I was gonna say that again, I've said this before. Her acting was incredible.
Yeah,
that little girl made it. I felt like she really loved Obi-Wan. Like they loved him. You could tell their connection. Her acting was again amazing.
Even when they were on the truck with Freck and they're like talk the moments they had together there too, I was just like,
they had an amazing chemistry. The chemistry between those two together, man, were amazing. I mean, after after they dropped off the troopers, when she asked him, "Are you really my father?" He's like, "I wish I was." And then at the end, when he tells her about the attributes that she inherited from her mother and father, I was like, "Yo,
you actually
that got me here, man. That got me."
I actually felt something during that whole speech. I was like, "Oh man, that's crazy." 100%.
Yeah, man, definitely.
What do you guys think of this? So Carlos with another super chat. He says, in A New Hope, Leia's message to Kenobi came across as if they had never met. That was Redcon. So I'll let somebody else take it from here.
I think she's sending a message as a princess, not as a friend. It's a formal message asking help to Obi-Wan. You are my own.
Didn't Kenobi also tell her not to I guess their friendship shouldn't be advertised or broadcast across the galaxy. So I mean,
they're both for their safety.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm not I wouldn't do the same thing. Like, hey, old friends, great to see you again. Blah blah blah. And that transmission gets intercepted. What the hell?
They also said goodbye, and they haven't seen each other in that 10-year span. So,
and I was gonna say they put those little bits and pieces in there on purpose to tie in with the New Hope for that exact reason. Yep.
It might not be perfect, but because I know, she says you served my father in the Clone Wars, but
it's not that it wasn't perfect. I think it's just not what the most of us wanted or expected. We have to judge it for what it is, not what we want it to be.
Right.
You know what I mean? So.
And that's the problem. I think people get upset that they didn't get what they wanted, so they say the show sucked.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but it still doesn't excuse bad writing, bro. I mean, it's still there. It's still plagued.
Speaking of bad writing. What was your guys' least favorite episode? This one might be, if I think so, it might be pretty easy to answer.
I want to say episode 2.
Episode 2? Okay, that's surprising.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What didn't you like about episode 2?
I thought it really didn't go anywhere. I mean, I think it was it was, looking back at it, I think it was filler. They could have done episode 2 and 3. They could have tightened that up, made the episode a little bit longer, and merged those two together. I mean, I think overall the series could have benefited from just being probably about a 3-hour movie, to be honest. It would have been way more tighter. The script would have been that much better. The overall story, the overall pacing would have been much better. But I think episode 2 just suffered from just from pacing overall, in my opinion.
What about you, Fabs?
I mean, the one thing that I didn't really like much was we didn't see much of Luke. That was the only thing that I didn't really, I wish there would have been more of his storyline, but besides that, I enjoyed the whole thing. I didn't really have any complaints.
Joel, least favorite?
I think it was 4, the 4th episode. I guess it was 4. And
Carlos,
my favorite one was the first. I think the first one and the last one. I really liked the first episode, the introduction to everything. I like the first one.
Yeah, for me,
yeah.
episode 4 was complete and utter disappointment. It felt like a filler episode when we only had 6 episodes. And I'm like, we can't afford to have a filler episode. And I'm thinking like, you're saving Princess Leia a second time in 4 episodes. And it just, that one, the writing was really suspect. Just him hiding her under the coat, the snow speeders flying in with nowhere to go, but then they just cut away. Like, it was just, the whole thing seemed extra lazy. And
Do you know how much was the budget for this series?
I do not.
It was
20 bucks?
90 million.
Definitely more than Boba.
Mandalorian is
I'm
100
sure-
million.
I'm sure most of that went to Ewan and Hayden's pockets too, man. So
No doubt.
you can tell.
Yeah, we'll do another one,
You suffer
sure.
from it. Exactly.
Now you don't want more. Now you want Obi-Wan and Darth Vader to meet every week.
I do.
Until the New Hope.
No,
I
what
wouldn't
I
mind if
want to
that last
see,
episode was all Vader and we're just going at it.
what I want to see is I want to see Vader suffer for his failure from the Emperor. That's what I would love to see, dude. To be honest. I mean, I love Vader to death, but the thing is that I just want to see him suffer and his pain even more. That sounds dark. I'm sorry,
You want to see him suffer. Am I the only one that I also feel sad when I see Obi-Wan eating Vader? I feel like, oh, don't eat him. He's Anakin. There's a conflict.
I just don't want to see my boy take an ass whooping like that. In general, dude. So don't get me wrong, it hurt, but I knew it had to be done.
Well,
Exactly.
and I think
Carlos is telling what I said.
yeah, and I
90
think
million.
I think a lot of people that maybe don't know, like maybe the casual fan doesn't know how like the Emperor and Vader's relationship was, but I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but it's actually like pretty rocky, and there's times where like they didn't like Vader doesn't like the Emperor, and I don't think that relationship's very good. So like him at the end showing that cameo too, like kind of just taking a dig at him and saying like maybe your feelings aren't clear with this, and Vader's like, oh,
Exactly. And that's why I want to see him put through trials. I mean,
Right.
maybe suffering is too harsh,
And
but
then-
more trials.
And then I think the Emperor also thought that Vader was trying to overthrow him too, so I think that caused a rift as well.
That's always been the thing with the Sith. They've always tried to destroy each other.
Right. So I think that'd be interesting to see some more of that. But once I saw episode 4, I was scared. I mean, I did a live stream because I had to talk about what direction I thought the show was going. Luckily for us, they kind of picked it back up, but it was scary. I didn't know how the show was going to end because I was just like, if this is kind of how they're going to do it. But yeah, I don't know. What was your favorite episode, Mario?
Oh, the last one, hands down.
Yeah.
The finale, the series finale. I mean, the first episode was really good too. I really loved it. I thought it was a great setup, man, and it was a great introduction to the series. But I mean, come on, that fight, that's all we really wanted to see.
That was so awesome.
And
I think that's what they
yeah,
built the
it
show on. They're like, okay, how do we get here?
Right.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
But it was, yeah. I'm just thinking about the bad writing. Leading up to it. But I mean, the end off or the payout, I think was really good.
Ooh, we got Kenobi in the house. What is going on, sir? He says, I'm glad this show is behind me. It'll be forgotten within weeks.
Kenobi, let me just say, we were actually talking about the leaks of the ending. We both believed it was all horseshit, that it wasn't going to come to pass. Unfortunately, they were correct. So we're like, shit.
Yeah, I want to ask you about this. I read the leaks yesterday because I already finished the show. But in the leaks, it seems that Riva in the end would back to Vader and say that she killed Obi-Wan, and that Vader will not believe her and then would kill her.
Something like that.
Yeah,
They got
but
part of it right.
That didn't happen.
No. I think when he found out about the tracker or whatever, when he was choking her, after what was it, episode 4? He should have just ended her right there, man.
Exactly.
agree.
That was one of
perfect
the
time.
things I was talking about. That's something out of his character, because he wouldn't put up with shit, dude, from his officers. right? I mean, you screw it up, dude. You're getting force choked, man, from like forever away. You know, I
And
mean,
the
like just ships away through the force. So
and the fact
he should have easily stopped her neck at that point.
and the fact that he already knew that she was up to no good and he still kept her around. You know what I mean? It was kind of weird.
Yeah,
Well, then in episode 5, he stabs her again, but they leave her again. Like, finish
and then
her.
here comes the Grand Inquisitor. The way that he crept in the shot, is like fooled you, haha, or something
Yeah.
like that. I was like, bro, this is just freaking. Oh, it was bad, man. It was comedy.
Fabs, what was your favorite episode?
The last one,
Yeah.
the fight was epic for me. That the fact that he got him in the face to rip his helmet, that to me was amazing.
Same for you, Joe? Episode 6 finished off strong?
Yeah, I would say so. But I also like the first one a lot. As I said before, I think the first one is I really like the first episode.
This might be an easy answer, but who do you guys think had the best character arc in the show?
Leia.
Yeah, probably Leia. That's the only arc that you can give some purpose.
She's the one that really developed.
Well, so hear me out on this. I thought Obi-Wan had a pretty good arc. Because in episode 1, we're seeing how he is basically hiding from everything, hiding from everyone. He's suffering from this PTSD from what happened with Anakin. He's pretty much crippled by it. He doesn't even want to go help save Leia. And then by the end, he seems like a totally complete person. Once he kind of beat Vader, he got over all that stuff. And to me, it was like he kind of got through it. He could kind of be himself again. What do you guys think about that?
But I found a problem on that. I think Obi-Wan in the last episode in the fight with Vader, I think he's a bit overpowered.
Who is?
Suddenly.
Obi-Wan. I think he's
Obi-Wan?
overpowered. The way he lift all that rocks behind him and start throwing the rocks to Vader, and Vader cannot hold the rocks, cannot defend himself. I think it's a bit overpowered, but I can let that pass because
Right. It was more like a video game.
Yeah,
He seemed
that.
like he may have tapped into the dark side just a little bit. Yeah, I think so. Lifting up those rocks like that, but yeah, I think there wasn't really much for Obi-Wan, man. He was just like underwhelming in my opinion. He was mediocre. Not much. There was not much of a plot for him, to be honest. He was just there. He was just there, basically for Leia to move the plot. He was like basically he was the MacGuffin of his own show in a sense. But for Leia.
What do you think of this? Owen had a decent arc.
I wish we would have seen more of Owen.
More
man.
of Owen.
I would have loved to see more of the Lars family, the back and forth. I mean, from what we saw, the small pieces from what we saw, the back and forth between Owen and Ben, I loved it. I ate it up, man. But I really would have loved to see more of that, actually.
I really think in episode 6, outside of Riva, they really tied everything up really nice with a nice bow. Like, Ben, you want to meet him?
Yeah.
Everything.
Was anybody
It
else? Was anybody else surprised that Ben hasn't met Luke yet?
It actually,
I was.
Yeah, I was like, oh yeah, I'm like, he's watched over him and he knows who he is, but yeah, he's never really met him.
After
I
10
thought that was
years, man.
interesting.
That's why I wish there was more Luke involved.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
You
didn't
guys
get too
think
much.
we'll get a season 2?
I hope not.
I mean, they left it wide open for it. So if
Yeah. Now what you want to
Kinda
see?
did.
Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon adventures in the desert.
if they made if
Playing
they
grab
made,
ass.
they made the ratings, there's a possibility because that's all it's about. It's about the money. If you guys are talking about
Sure.
bad writing, the first season, you better believe get ready for more bad writing second season too.
So here we have both stars have expressed a willingness to continue the show into a second season after a successful pilot run.
Well, that's kind of.
But you cannot see them
isn't
meeting
it?
again. They cannot meet and fight again. They cannot keep fighting until the end. That's done. They finished then over there.
Well, that's the thing. This is Disney though, so nothing's off the table. So if they do another season, they could get on pretty thin ice where they could start to ruin things, where then the story on A New Hope really won't mean as much because oh, now we're just going to keep making more and more seasons. So that is something to consider. Like, yeah, they probably shouldn't do a season 2 because the more you do, I hate to say it, but the less special it is or realistic
But
or
what if they do it to where it's years later? I don't know, maybe like about 3 years just before A New Hope. So that way we see an older Luke, we see a mature Kenobi, and we see their relationship develop. You know,
yeah,
that
it's
would I
true.
think that might be
That would
interesting.
make sense in my
But
opinion.
in the New Hope, for Luke, Ben is only the old men that live in the mountains. Like they are not very close to each other.
But he
Calls him a
knows
hermit.
him.
Yeah,
That's
he knows him.
exactly that's the thing. We can I wouldn't mind seeing that, but at the same time, we can still do have a separate arc with Vader. I mean, still, I guess with his Inquisitors or whoever hunting down remaining Jedi that may be out there.
I
Would
think
you
that,
guys? Well, go ahead, Joel.
no, you go.
I was just going to ask if you'd be interested in a Vader series by himself, or if you think
Yes and no.
It
I would
depends.
I would love to see Vader, but I believe in too much of a good thing.
right.
Is not always good. And like you said before, man, I mean, we're in jeopardy of them actually tarnishing his legacy if the writing isn't on point. I mean, don't get me wrong. I think they've done Vader for the most part really really well, and I just don't want to take the chance of them screwing him up
What do you think,
as
Fabs?
as the booty bots come back.
Woody Buds.
You back again?
They're
So
back
for
again.
Vader, let's see.
Ah!
I mean, I feel like I would be okay with it. I wouldn't mind it at all. Like I said, I don't ever expect anything. I didn't expect anything from Boba, Book of Boba. I didn't expect anything from this show either. I just watch them to see where they're going with it. But I don't sit there, oh, they mess. It is what it is. They're gonna do whatever they need to do to make everything make sense in their eyes, at least. So if they come out with the show, I'll definitely watch it. But I'm not gonna, if they don't, they don't. It's not a big deal.
What do you guys think of this take? Obi-Wan still failed because he didn't change anything. He left Vader alive to continue his terror on the galaxy. If anything, he should be even more depressed after this.
Some bitch. I mean, you can't change the canon, man. I mean,
He killed Vader.
He cannot kill
exactly. Oh,
Vader.
there goes everything. Oh, dude.
But couldn't you
Imagine
say that's
kills
not the
Vader.
Jedi way?
He kills Vader, and then the original trilogy will disappear from Disney. They said, this doesn't longer exist. We will rewrite everything.
You're gonna introduce a multiverse of Star Wars now? I mean, come on, dude.
Well, no,
No.
but I guess maybe he means that you could have killed him, and then obviously they would bring him back to life somehow, like they usually do. I would assume that's what he means. I don't think literally.
Well, consider that he may have thought he let them forget dead again. Maybe he thought he had the high ground again, in the fact that he busted up his chest box. He's basically gonna suffocate himself. Maybe he thought he would just suffer to death, maybe, or something. I don't know.
I
Maybe-
think
maybe
once
hidden
he
in the
breaks,
part of the plan. Also,
once his Anakin face is when the helmet is broken, when Obi-Wan sees Anakin behind the mask, I think it's at that time that he really cannot do anything to him. And then there's a very important line, because Anakin tells him that I'm not your failure. You didn't kill Anakin Skywalker. I did. I think in some way Anakin is still Anakin speaking. He's still saying to Obi-Wan, like giving him some redemption. Don't think that you did this to me. It was Vader did this to me, something like that. And I think Obi-Wan at that moment understands that, and he just goes on, and that's why I say to him, "Goodbye, Darth." He doesn't call him Anakin.
well,
And I think that line is very important for this close up.
I think what you just said. I think the complete opposite of that. I think it's him as Darth Vader talking to Obi, exactly with what you said. He said, "You didn't kill Anakin. I did. He's not your failure. I killed him. Whatever exactly what he said." But that's coming from Darth. It's telling him you didn't do it. I did. It's not gonna be Anakin talking about himself. So I think, and that was a very important line on the show too.
Do you think though that he contradicts himself when he said that? Because then in previous episode, Obi-Wan
what you made me?
says, "Yeah," he says, "What have you become?" And he's like, "I am what you made me." Does he contradict
No.
himself by saying that then?
A bit,
I don't think so.
but it's okay. I
Explain
think
yourself, Mario.
I think in some way you want to let Obi-Wan, I don't know, maybe some mercy. Maybe don't let Obi-Wan being always thinking that it was because of him that everything happened.
I looked at that as just a direct comment. He hasn't seen him looking like that, so he just said, "What have you become?" You know what I mean? So it's shocked that he's seen him like that. I don't think it's deeper than that. At least that's what I think.
Or maybe it's from a certain point of view. I'm Vader because of you. Who knows?
Yeah, but you see, single songwriter is saying that is why Alec Guinness told Luke, Vader killed your father.
Right. Exactly.
In The New Hope.
And that seems to make a little bit more sense now too. I mean, we kind of could piece that together, but now it's really visual for us to kind of see. Let's see what was the Star Destroyer doing while Obi-Wan flies off the planet? I guess all of the crew had IBS.
Yeah, again.
Yeah.
See, that's the thing,
we're not
though.
Supposed to focus on that.
Right. And that's the thing that Disney's doing too, where it's like things happen, but as the viewer, we just have to piece it together on how or why. Like, they're not going to explain that stuff. They're just going to skip to the next thing. How did Reva, after being struck by a lightsaber, get to Tatooine again? Or
Beta Tank.
Here's the thing, it's Star Wars, man. I mean, how is a lightsaber? How is there sound traveling through space, man? How is light speed such a thing in a galaxy far, far away? I mean, come on, man.
No.
There are
Star Wars
it's Star Wars.
So deep
it's Star Wars. That's it. Bottom line.
No,
that's all it is.
Out. That's a cop out.
No, that's all it is, bro.
You can pick on so many things.
Mm-hmm.
Don't just
Mario,
enjoy
you
it.
said yourself, lazy writing. Don't stick up.
We all agree on that, but that's okay.
Looks like Fabio said, man. It is what it is.
Yeah,
that's what Star Wars is.
Exactly. That's what you can't. That's why I don't get into all of that, because you could go crazy if you want to get real specific and pinpoint this and this is wrong and you're gonna go crazy. So that's why I just take it for what it is, enjoy it, not enjoy it, and that's it. Move on.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Because the thing with Star Wars is you could get real deep with it, and that's what a lot of the really hardcore fans do, and they get disappointed because it didn't go where they wanted it to go, which is deeper than where Disney wants it to go. And that's what
I don't think that it's. I don't think it's to that extent. I think it's because we've seen good Star Wars in the past, and it would be nice to see the consistency. But understand that everyone's going to have a bad day in the office sometimes. It's just that it's a shame that the characters that are this important to the universe actually suffer because of the lazy writing, and that the head writer, Graham, we talked about this the last time, how the head writer supposedly didn't know that freaking Anakin was Vader. Like, what the hell? Yeah, exactly, bro.
Yeah.
You didn't hear that, Fabs?
No, not at all. Holy.
Yeah, that was the thing, man. He had to go back to Pablo Hidalgo and verify. As he was actually putting the script together, he was like, hey, wait a minute. Is Anakin actually Vader? And he had to go verify it, dude. I was like, motherfucker, dude.
Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, wow.
I'm like, dude, my freaking dog could have wrote a better script, dude, because of that, man. Shit.
You can also peek on the beginning when Roken is telling, okay, fam, we are done. We are not going anywhere. We are screwed. And then Obi-Wan decide to leave, and then no, don't leave. We still have.
I can still fix it.
Still fix it. Well, that's change. That
he
changes.
Did it before. He did it before we first met him. He's like, no, I'm not going to help you.
Right.
But after what I saw the Inquisitors did to my wife, I'll help you guys. Oh, come on, man.
I think he's bipolar.
So do you guys think that this series helped or hurt Star Wars as a story as a whole?
None of them.
Just,
I think,
it was just there. It's just
there.
We saw a story, it just happened, and that was it. I don't think it did anything for the entire saga.
It's just an add-on.
Honestly, though, for me, seeing the last episode with Vader and Obi-Wan and the moments that they shared together, with the helmet being sliced open and stuff like that, just that alone kind of made the whole series worth it to me.
Mm-hmm.
Like
the entire series, dude. What I mean,
I mean,
don't get me wrong, it was amazing, but that doesn't redeem the entire show.
No,
the
but
entire
I guess
series.
what I'm saying is, I guess that's what put it over the top for me as being good and enjoyable, and I liked it. Like,
Sure, yeah, that's another highlight.
yeah. So I don't know. I've watched the last episode, I think, like 4 times now, and it's really good. I mean, Riva parts, isn't the greatest, but
I love how single songwriter in the chat doesn't give a shit about what the story does. He just wants more
he's
of the
just waiting
hot
for
toys.
us.
He
He's just waiting for us to talk hot toys.
Exactly. Dude.
Oh my god!
He's spoken like a true collector, man.
Oh wow! That's great.
What figures are you guys most looking forward to from this series?
Battle damage Vader. Please,
Granny
Howard.
Inquisitor,
Please, battle damage Vader. Come on, man.
Vader.
Dude, it's-
Obi-Wan. Overpowered Obi-Wan.
Overpowered.
Do you guys think
They'll
we'll
probably
get? Do you think we'll get
they'll
two?
probably
Obi-Wans?
do maybe. I
so.
think that they'll probably do the Mythos one.
I
You
think
know?
so.
Minus the backpack.
Yeah.
That was basically the
The
same
last
outfit.
scene with the goggles definitely coming.
Yeah,
Yes.
I think that's coming.
And then maybe the
Because
one
I
with
wanted-
more of the blue and brown.
Because I wanted to, as soon as the show ended, I was like, shit, I want to go back and get that sideshow Obi-Wan, man. But I'm like, you know what? There's a possibility that Hot Toys will probably do
Yeah,
it,
it's
so I'm
not
just gonna
worth
hold
it.
off.
The body of that,
Yeah.
that figure is.
And at this moment, you already know that you will have at least 2 Vaders, because you have the one that Mario already saw at Celebration. That is the
Right.
the clean
Yeah.
suit one. And then
Yeah, but
you
that's the
will
thing.
have-
They could, Hot Toys, maybe they didn't show you. It could be one of those, swappable battle damage head, battle damage, piece in the chest. Remember, he got sliced in the back as well.
Yeah.
So, maybe Hot Toys could give us a put together, take apart figure. So you have a clean version, a battle damage version within the same box, and make you buy 2. So you could display the clean one and the battle damage one, or just give you 2 separate figures. It could go either way. Because they've been
I
doing
prefer
it.
the latter. Yeah, I prefer the latter for that. So that way you can get more weathering on the other Vader as well for the battle damage one.
Grand Inquisitor 2, I would like one.
Yes.
Do you think
And
they
if
make
his
a
brother-
Riva?
I would hope.
I think so.
I would hope so. I think
Riva
so.
probably, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was
They will do it.
part of the campaign. If you go back and look at all the campaign they've done, it was Riva, Anakin, and Obi-Wan. It was always those 3 together.
Any
Vader
chance
on
we get a
throne.
Vader on the throne?
Yes,
Difficult.
I think so. I think so. I think
I
that's
think that's a possibility.
yes.
Do you think they will do Anakin, not Vader, Anakin, or
I think we're getting a young Anakin.
young
from-
Anakin from the flashbacks?
Yep. Because I've said
You think
before,
so? I mean, Fabio, given the fact that it's a 20-year anniversary for Attack of the Clones, do you think they would actually focus on that one instead?
well, so what I think is going to happen is they're going to give us in the next wave of thrills. I think we're getting, a young Obi. I think we're getting a young Anakin because of the Attack of the Clones specifically. But because of this, they look completely different. Remember that he looks a lot younger in Attack of the Clones than he does,
Sure.
now. So I think they're going to give us both for that reason, because they're completely different. I would hope so, at least. But I think that's where it's
Yeah.
going.
Okay. Obi-Wan with a box of rocks.
This is
That's
interesting
amazing.
too. 3 Vaders, regular DX, and then the DXX with the throne.
The throne is coming. I think it's coming because Hot Toys hasn't made a
And the DXXXX with a beta tank.
So
Oh shit.
the one thing that from episode 6 that I missed, or that I wish was in there, was Vader kind of crawling back to his
Bots are back.
throne. We just kind of saw him back on the throne. He was all fixed up already. I wish we would have seen more of like the anguish, or I don't know, just I guess more Vader. But
The refurbishment.
yeah, like I don't know. I
I don't
that
know,
all
man. Maybe
interests me.
he's probably got a closet full of suits just hanging up, man. He's like, okay, I'm
Takes it
back.
off the
We'll
hanger.
pull it, take it out the rack, and yeah, man.
One
Got a
thing
bunch of chest boxes, a bunch of helmets. just
One
in
thing
case.
before the show started was, man, we're getting spammed like crazy. I got to make some people some.
That means you made it, dude.
Help us,
Congratulations.
One thing I was hoping that we would get
Over
before the
Vader.
series even started was going to be like a meditation chamber Vader because I wasn't sure what we were all gonna get. But
I hope not. As much as I would love to see that, bro. I had a friend of mine.
how cool would that be?
My statue mentor was actually had that in the works with somebody. He was working with somebody that was actually going to do that in quarter scale, bro. It was huge, dude. That thing was like 4 feet freaking tall. It was insanely huge, and to see that in 6 scale, that's as much as I would love to see it. That's a big piece, man. That's going to eat up a lot of space, a lot of precious real estate. But who knows?
Do you guys think they did any de-aging on Hayden Christensen during that?
Very little, because he's still looking.
Not when he first turned
He
around.
had a lot of wrinkles on his forehead, so he looked.
Because then when I see pictures of him, I'm like, oh my god, he looks really old.
Yep.
But
You know what's funny is that somebody on YouTube went ahead like in less than 24 hours had a de-aging that was better than what freaking Lucasfilm did. I'm like, what the hell?
yeah, I was
I
really
think-
surprised
I
with
think
that.
I think they did that on purpose so it wouldn't look too fake. You know what I mean? So they just did very, very mild. Because like I said, he still had wrinkles all on his forehead. You could tell he still looked really
I
old.
think they didn't make because of budget, because it's incredibly expensive the de-aging to do those de-aging stuff.
Then explain the YouTube guy.
The YouTube
artist
guy
that
is just
did it.
a geek, a nerd. That does. He did. I think it's the same one that did that with Luke. He did a much better work with Luke when Luke appeared in The Mandalorian. There was a YouTuber who did a very good job with de-aging Luke.
A build a Vader type of thing.
A DIY Vader.
There you go.
Do you guys think Obi-Wan is more popular than Boba Fett? Like the character?
Oh yeah, I think so.
I think so.
So if they're
Definitely.
milking out all these Boba Fett figures, do you think there's a world where we get 3 Obi-Wans? At the end? The
mean,
beginning?
It's a possibility because you could get 2 when he's older, 1 from when he's younger with the flashback. So there's, it's everything's possible.
That YouTuber had a $10 million budget. I think they still owe us the Jesus one from episode 2, right? So we still need that. We still need Padawan too, man. I really want an episode 1 Obi-Wan as well. So yeah, they could be pumping those out. But who knows whether or not, as far as like any licensing for his face is concerned, for his portrait.
And
That
any
might be hold up.
any
Who knows?
chance for a reissue or a new Qui-Gon? You guys think?
It's too soon, bro.
I don't see it.
We just had that. It just sold out like fairly recently, man.
Last
I think,
year?
Yeah.
20
Which one?
Qui-Gon.
Qui-Gon.
Qui-Gon is not in stock in Sideshow.
No, but it
No, I
was,
know. That's what I'm
it was
saying.
recent,
It was
though.
too recent. Too close, man. I don't give it time. Give it time to settle.
what was the Yoda? Was that a reissue or is that just like more stock?
That was more stock.
Okay.
They didn't release it because it just came out of nowhere. They didn't advertise
Okay.
it as a reissue. It just came out.
I saw somebody on one of the, I think it was the Facebook groups, took the Sideshow Mythos Obi-Wan and then took Revenge of the Sith head sculpt and put it on, and then had the hood kind of on too, and had the
I thought
goggles.
about
And
doing
everything.
that.
It looked
Yeah,
pretty
I thought
cool.
about doing that too. Yeah. Yeah, that's one of the reasons why I want to pick it up and see if I could actually pull that off. That would have been cool.
But yeah,
saw
then you got to do with that body.
Do that Anakin, the Clone Wars Anakin, and they took Obi-Wan's hoodie and they put it on. It actually looked really good. I forgot who did it. Somebody posted it a couple. Actually, I think today. I saw it today. It looked nice.
yeah.
Let's see. Manahawk Collectibles says you're getting at least 1 DX Vader and 1 DX Obi-Wan.
I hope so. I mean, can we see a proper DX2 this time? Not no rinky dink deluxe DX.
Yeah, Vader needs the purrs.
Why not? With a battle damage helmet? Why not?
Yeah,
dude?
that's true.
We see Anakin in
Wait,
there.
so you can move one eye?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm all for it.
Desi says Obi is more popular. Boba is more toyetic.
Yeah, because he's so
definitely.
plain. There's nothing much
Right.
to it to make him a figure. So, but Boba's got the armor, he's got the accessories, he's got the weapons, he's got the rocket launcher, he's got the backpack. He's got a lot of stuff that you could, really make a toy out of.
Single Songwriter has a hot take here for Obi-Wan. We will still get the CW Kenobi and Attack of the Clones 20th and 2 from the Kenobi show.
2 from the show.
I-
Curious to know which 2.
I could see 2. I mean, I would think it'd be, like you guys said, the end, but then also the brown and blue outfit.
The one that we're seeing in the beginning?
Yeah, but is it different enough that they would even do 2?
I think so. Yeah, definitely. I think it is. I mean, I think if Hasbro's doing it, I'm pretty sure Hot Toys could. You know, I mean, sometimes we see those patterns kind of follow suit.
Hot Toys says you'll get what you get when we give it to you.
And you'll like it.
I mean, it's at least good to know that they're trying to catch up and they're pushing figures out a lot quicker. So hopefully they stay on track with that.
Christian Detour Collection says, I'd love a disguise Obi-Wan. Hell yeah, man. Give me the Obi-Wan and Leia 2-pack with that big-ass trench coat and the hat.
And the bulge.
Oh, my God.
And then
I would
the coat
love
just
that.
flips up and you can see her little face.
Hell yeah, dude. Make that a DX, man. I'm all for that.
It's a possibility, too. Because remember,
Oh my God.
the Jawa, what do you call it? Leia and Jawa. That could be, that could easily be an Obi and a Leia, too. Why not?
Yeah.
Is there any chance we get a young Leia?
I hope so.
In that pack, absolutely. By herself, I doubt it.
Yeah. Yeah, I see her coming in as a 2-pack.
I mean, unless they give us like a because she would be like I'm going to assume that she'll be Quill's height. So if they give us something with her, like they did Quill, some accessories here and there, maybe Lola, maybe something.
They could.
Yeah, something that'll be able to they'll be able to sell that. But it's tricky because what does she have? You know what I mean? To come with besides hands and Lola.
Right.
So
A holster? A holster is an exclusive deluxe piece or something?
How does that
an empty
holster make
holster.
it through that blast?
Yeah, man.
I was
That's
just
a good
like,
call. I mean, I think that's actually a good idea considering that you bring up a great point with I forgot his name.
Quill.
About Quill. Yeah, I was thinking Yule for some reason. But Quill. Yeah, with Quill, even with Yoda, man. I mean, granted, he came with a lot more accessories and all like that, but
Right.
he's really small.
Yeah.
Yes, Eric.
No,
we need
but
some
but
purse
you know
shooters.
it's also interesting that even the smaller scale like Hasbro and so on, they haven't done Leia yet. You have Obi-Wan, Vader, and the Grand Inquisitor and Lola. Leia has not been. It's a child. I don't know how
Maybe the
easy it is to
parents-
get the likeness and the rights and everything. Maybe it's again the bots here. Who is always
They
deleting
love you
them?
tonight, bro.
I think Joao clicks it all the time, so they keep coming back.
I'm actually in that website for a while already.
It's Joel's burner account.
I was just applying for a VIP membership over there, but my PayPal is not working.
He keeps clicking on it and just keeps sending it here. Damn it, why won't this work? Do you think so with Leia? Do you think because she is a minor that obviously being a parent, you might not want your kid's likeness?
I don't think it has. If you're an actress and you're involved in Star Wars, I don't think
Make more money.
Be like, yeah, your parents are gonna be like, oh, please don't make a toy of her. Like, not happening. Not happening.
Yeah,
We made it, everybody. We really made it.
Mm-hmm.
We're good tonight. Freck. We all never be content.
I want the
Freck figure.
Freck always.
That thing, I still have nightmares of that damn character.
His little.
That was frightening. Yeah, man, what the hell?
And the way he's knocked out, and he just falls down.
And it's like slow motion, like.
Again, like a video game, dude.
Oh, but you probably will got those are sure the troopers, the purge troopers.
Please,
Because Hot Toys
I
never did
think
them.
we saw the purge troopers. We saw clean and dirty stormtroopers in there, man.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'd love to get more troopers. I mean, as you could probably tell.
Yeah.
I mean, give me more troopers. Give me all the troopers.
They're coming. Yeah, they're gonna give us troopers. They're that's easy money for them, and that's what they. Every time they come up on a show, we're gonna get them. And like you said, they were clean, they were dirty. So,
And what's the chance they will give us that droid? What's the name?
Lola.
That big one that helps Obi-Wan.
Oh yeah,
Oh, what
The
the
one
hell?
that
The loader droid.
the loader
Yeah.
droid.
Yeah, his name is like Bob or something like that.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
one that
something like
doesn't
that.
speak.
I think probably they could make that. It's easy for
Graham,
them.
you need a moderator, bro.
He what do you call it? He's like he would be like another K2SL type droid. So he
Yeah.
definitely would make him.
Yeah, dude. I say you give the wrench a single songwriter.
You guys
Then
said
you'll see.
And
You guys said Bob. It's Ned
don't be
B.
surprised
Ned
if Hot Toys does a Lola, a 1-to-1 scale.
Oh, I believe that. They did the pager,
Yeah.
they did Tony's arc reactor, they did a bunch of stuff 1-to-1. So that's a possibility as well.
Yeah.
A
in for
life-size Leia.
Lola.
Lola.
I was like, what?
Leia. Where you see
Life-size
Leia in
Lola.
there, bro?
Hey, I'm dyslexic. Leave me alone. Oh, I mean, they've already made the Lola toys, so
Hasbro is doing the
Yeah.
1-to-1 scale at $84.99, I think.
What
That's
does it do? What are the features? Do you know? No. Does it like actually move
it
or no?
glows and probably
It
yeah.
does
Just
actually
open
move,
and
yeah.
close those flaps.
Oh, that's awesome. I didn't see it,
And-
but I saw a
and with the
picture of it.
lights.
I didn't know the features.
Yeah, they did 101 Grogu.
Yeah, it was funny when I was watching episode 6 and Obi-Wan had the Lola in his pocket. I'm like, that could be even an accessory for Obi-Wan. Like just how I watch things now.
Could. Yeah, no, it could. They'll add it
How
on.
funny would that be if they actually packed him with it in his pocket? We're
That'd
like
be
pulling out the
funny.
figure and then, hey, look at that.
No, I would like if they did Lola, but
Dark side
with,
Lola.
with a controller, like you could control as a drone.
Yeah,
that you
drone
could
would be cool.
That'd be cool, man.
That'd be awesome. Yeah.
All lights up and everything. You can change it. You can have a switch for evil mode.
Yeah.
So it turns all red.
But
Yeah,
light,
the
white, and
switch
red
to
light.
evil mode.
Yeah, exactly, man.
How long do you guys
That'd be cool.
think Hot Toys will wait before they start announcing Obi-Wan figures? Do you think they'll come soon? Do you think it's going to be months?
It's so unpredictable. They just show you the Thor from the movie that isn't
Right.
screen yet, and
Yeah.
then other stuff they did. The Spider-Mans they are not yet announced. It's,
We just got Kate Bishop, man, on Hawkeye was how long ago?
oh, that's yeah.
That's
Who's
another
that?
thing,
And
too.
Hawkeye's coming, and we still didn't even see him yet.
Exactly, dude. So
So-
I would think considerably soon, just because it's Star Wars, man. It's the hottest IP that's out there, bro. So I would suspect.
Yeah, I
sometime
say the
soon.
same. I think very soon. They're not gonna let that go by too long.
They
Dante
should have
thinks
done it
next week.
Why would they do it on Thursday, man? I mean, everybody's talking about Obi-Wan finale, dude. And here's a Thor for you guys.
Exactly.
What the hell?
That Thor couldn't come in the worst time because no one
Yeah,
was
man.
thinking about that.
Well, Joel and I were messaging about it. He's like, "Are you going to get it?" I'm like, "No, pass for me. Like, not even on my radar." He's like, "Yep, I'm not even considering it."
Because we still don't watch the movie and you are not thinking about that.
Right.
Exactly, dude. I mean, sometimes it's just they have bad timing. Sometimes, man. They did that one time too. I think for May 4th, before they actually revealed the rest of their figures, they like gave us some Marvel shit. We're like, what the hell, man? You know?
Oh man.
So, single songwriter says next month. Howard has a soft spot for Star Wars, and it's a global phenom.
The thing is that
He says maybe Monday.
most people. I have a friend that before worked in secret base, and he was saying that at this moment it's very few times that Hot Toys have a say in what to do. It's Disney that tells them what to do and when to announce the things. Hot Toys at this moment for Disney stuff, they almost only work as a production company and follow what the way the schedules they want.
So it's
I wish that was not the case, but probably once Disney got into this, maybe they will tell us, you announce this now, announce this
What?
later.
Yeah, it's definitely a possibility. But as well, you don't think that they actually had like all of the layouts early on? So because they do that with the toy companies, right? They say, here's the designs. You guys go ahead and get to work on these things. And then by this time, go ahead and release it. You would think that Hot Toys would probably do the same, considering that they had, what, 5 weeks or so, 5 or 6 weeks to actually
And
show something.
But it's also the problem is that I think it's, for example, a toy like Hasbro or something like that. It's very easy to have a prototype ready, but for Hot Toys, you need to have the sculpture to do the head. You need to have the guy to paint everything perfect as they want, to have the suit made. It's a high-end collectible. It's not as fast as a PVC figure, right? So I can also understand that for them it should take
We've
some
seen
more
them
time.
do that with, what was it, Spider-Man, the black suit Spider-Man. They announced it like months before
Right.
the movie came
And
out.
then they had to make changes.
Did you just say
Yeah, I mean-
BBC figure?
PVC.
BBC. I was like, what the hell's a BBC figure?
Well, so that's for the after conversation, bro.
That's for the
Can't
link.
say that live on air.
PVC.
Once we get that bot
That's-
back.
I even don't know what he's talking about. BBC or BBC. I don't know what he's
Oh,
talking
wow.
about.
Ah, man.
Well, we know where Fabsbine is at.
The only BBC I know is the English channel, the TV channel.
Oh, yeah, that's right. The network, TV
British
networks.
The
broadcast.
network.
There you go. Third party
was gonna-
cartoon.
Do you think
I'm
that would?
surprised they haven't, actually. I'm surprised any third party hasn't really picked it up. But
No,
you
they
really
don't,
don't
they
see
don't.
any third party tackle Star Wars. Do you?
They don't touch Star Wars. Only that dark side Anakin.
Anakin. Yeah.
That will probably look horrible.
Did that one? So that one hasn't been released yet, Joao?
It should be the schedule is for second quarter, but I would not believe much into that.
Are you picking it up? Just to
Of
see out of
course,
curiosity?
I want to see how that looks like. In the end, probably you can use at least the ropes. Probably will serve for
Mhm.
something. I remember before when they did the Mace, was a third party company that Mace.
Yeah.
Actually, the robes
right.
were okay. The outfit was okay. You only need if you change the body for a better body, and you could use. The head sculpt was not bad, and you could use it. It would work okay. I didn't have a big problem with that, and you cannot find it now. Yes, they call it the Saber Master or something like that.
Mm.
Mario, do you have third party figures or not really?
No, I don't believe so.
You don't have any of the. Do you have any of the sideshow Star Wars?
3PO and R2.
3PO.
yeah. The 3PO is actually really good. I like it. I think I'm hoping that Hot Toys will do a better job. I'm sure they will, but it's a really, really good stand-in right now. I would highly recommend it if anyone's looking for 3PO. To be honest, R2 not so much. Let's stay away from that.
I have the
That's
R2 as
the one
well.
I have. I only have one R2, and it's a sideshow one. That thing
But-
is bulky as hell. It's huge, and it's
hella flimsy.
The
and-
flaps just
No,
open whenever you
yeah.
touch it.
I was almost to get the Tamashii Nations one, the R2. Because it seems that one is good.
But it's too clean in my opinion.
Yeah, that one is all
Yeah.
clean.
It's extremely
without
clean.
any damage.
It looks great.
Yeah, it looks
Or
great.
if you want to cheap out, just get the Spiral one. You can do that one too.
the
Yeah, it is
diecast.
diecast, I believe.
Yeah.
It's like us.
BT
Yeah,
says we'll have
Andor.
Andor in August too. More Hot Toys. Are you guys looking forward to?
Yeah.
I mean, it's Star Wars, but are you like really looking forward to Andor? Or
I think Andor can be a very interesting series, really.
Yeah, that one seems. I saw the trailer only once. I don't know why. I haven't really dissected it yet, but I hear a lot of people really praise it for what they saw. So
It looks good. It looks
could be.
good
It could be
so
really
far.
good. Yeah.
the Bandai R2 is good and in a good price.
It was.
Yeah, I was gonna say, aren't
Yeah.
those the ones that are like $800?
They're out of stock now. Yeah.
That's the
I remember-
diecast C3PO, right?
R2. He's talking about.
But C3PO is the diecast.
The
version.
3POs, the Tamashii Nation ones. Yeah,
Yeah.
that one's is.
That
Yeah,
one
that's
is
fine.
crazy expensive.
Yeah, that one looks awesome, but oh well. Let's see what single songwriter says. Anakin blue tunic is black on the inside. If you turn it inside out and add the Qui-Gon brown robe, it looks pretty good for the temple scene from Kenobi. Some of
Single
you,
songwriter, you're gonna make me buy another one, bro.
Some of
I
you
got it
guys
right
out
there.
there are so
I got it
creative.
down the step.
Yeah, exactly. I was thinking these single songwriter really have good ideas here.
yeah.
What uniqueness?
It really does, man.
Like some of the stuff I won't even think to like even check. You know, like it's crazy.
Yeah,
You are so
I think we
busy.
talked
You are so
about it.
busy thinking about the plastic for the Batmobile that now you cannot.
Yeah, I know that
think
thing's
about
driving me nuts.
I think we talked about it here where I saw somebody put together that same Anakin but all dyed in black and with a red blade. That looked freaking amazing. I would love to see like something like that as a Mythos piece. I would love something like that.
We got 6 Scale Mafia in the house. Anthony says Andor should be great since there's no legacy characters they can F up.
Doesn't mean they
True.
can't add legacy characters in there, bro. Look what happened.
They
Look what they
can
did
add-
with Mando.
yeah.
So they totally
You
can. man.
never
I mean,
know.
Maybe he'll meet like freaking what's her name? Why am I blanking on her name? Mon Mothma. You know, some of the high ends of the rebellion. We could probably see a Bail Organa in there probably show up sometime too. So yeah, it's definitely a possibility that
That's another figure that should be coming at some point to Bail Organa.
Mm-hmm.
And is Andor taking place obviously like just before Rogue One or years before? What timeline are we at?
I don't know, but the naked booty butts are back.
Better put you back in your timeout.
I just paid the year membership.
Yeah, Joao.
Oh, man.
Well, Anthony was not happy to hear that. Death Troopers. We'll get more Death Troopers.
Yes. Hell yeah, dude.
Andor takes place 5 years before Rogue One.
Thank you, sir. You're a gentleman and a scholar. Let's see. Hold on here. She's going to be in there, Mario. Same girl who was in Rogue One. Yeah.
Who? Jin?
Mon Mothma.
I'm sorry. Mon Mothma. Yeah. See? There you go. Legacy character, bro. Wow, got me. Freaking Ryan, dude. Oh, man, don't encourage these bots, please.
Yeah.
Back was you, dude. You see? They're back again, man. This is Ryan, dude. You notice how Joao was conveniently, too, just like gone away?
Yeah.
It's probably his bots, man. Yo.
Oh, man.
Oh, it's getting late and my mouse is clicking things.
Oh, man.
Oh, boy. Yeah, I got to make some people some helpers in here. It seems like I can't keep track of it. It's throwing me off.
Can you imagine now one of those bots
Oh,
send
look
you a
who's
super
back.
chat?
Yeah,
If one of those bots send you a super chat now. Can you
That'd be
imagine?
cool. Oh, yeah, everybody's welcome. Go ahead. That's fine.
Oh, man.
Anthony has a great point because I paid $129 for a year membership.
I can't
not
get rid
true.
of them. They're overpowering me.
They are.
Dude.
The more you talk about them, the more they will stay. They are listening to us.
They're
Like freaking
overpowering
cockroaches,
me.
man.
Yeah. How do you,
Yeah, you gotta-
Mario? How do you make
just-
somebody whatchamacallit?
An admin.
What?
You need to go to
Admin.
YouTube Studio, and then on the preference there, you can add people as moderators.
Can't you also right click on their name or something like that, and then
That's too
not
much
on their
fun.
name, but on the little 3 dots that are on the side?
No,
and
it
add them
just
as-
says I
give them the
can
wrench?
put them in a timeout or block them.
Block them.
All right.
Well, I've been doing
do
that, but
that.
then it gives me errors too. I can't block every single one. Nor can I keep
Doc
up
Spencer
with
says
it.
the bot's like a good time too.
I also think the
Dude,
it's more colorful.
every time someone in the chat mentions them, man, they just come back.
Now, okay, instead of saying bots, we're just gonna say those we do not speak of. See, because what happens is I'm clicking block, but then they keep adding new ones. So then my mouse, without moving it, it goes to click on them and then it pops up here for everybody to see.
For everybody to see.
Oh yeah. Anything else that you guys want to talk about before the bots take over?
You just said we're not going to call them bots, man. You know they're going to.
Sorry. Oh yeah. Those we didn't speak of.
Stop jerking. Never. Man, Anthony did.
Oh my god.
Yo.
Back to figures, please. I'm trying, but like, I'm flustered here, man.
What were some of the highlights for everybody? I know we discussed probably like the ending, but what were some of your favorite scenes throughout the entire season?
Go ahead, Joel.
I'm reading the comments. Huh?
Another one.
What was the question?
What
were some of the highlights for you for the series?
Unbelievable.
They are here again.
This guy.
Damn it, Joel.
He was clicking on the link. That's why he didn't know what we were talking about.
Highlights. I would say Leia for sure. It was nice to see the kid. Again, we could have seen a bit more of Luke. That is a bad highlight. But I think I think overall what we will all remember from this series, it's the last episode, the fight between the Obi-Wan and Vader. I think that's basically it's what you can squeeze from that from this series is basically that. Not that's not much more. They try to introduce that character that I think she has a good scenes. The Tara, right? Tara.
Tala.
Tala,
yeah.
Tala.
But then
I was like, Tyra.
She was gone, and there was other part there when Obi-Wan gives the holster to Leia and say, "Take these. She would like you to have these." But they just met for two or 3 days, and it's like they are the best friends ever, and she would like you to have the holster with you.
Yeah, but the whole point behind that is to show that they created a bond. You know what I mean? That's all that means.
Yeah.
You don't have to get real deep into it. It's just that, they became friends. And
the other thing I have problem is that those guys. What's the planet where they have that base where they hide? What's the planet name?
Jabim.
Yeah.
Jabim. They have a big problems with cables management. When I saw Leia going through those cables, that's a bad cable management over there.
Definitely, man. That's an IT tech's worst nightmare, isn't it?
that triggers my OCD. You can see the comment of Anthony. It's a good comment.
My problem with the show is it didn't need to happen. It didn't progress any story. If anything, it messed up a lot of A New Hope. Leia don't even care when Obi-Wan dies in A New Hope. She's like, "Come on, Luke, let's get out of here."
She's hard, dude. I mean, come on. She's seen a lot. She's been through a lot. I mean, she was just interrogated by that damn.
Yeah, she was not an emotional.
Fighting a war now.
Yeah,
she's fighting a war.
Yeah, she was not emotional at all.
Come on, man. She's not soft like some people. Mafia.
BT says highlight for me is the new Hot Toys. For real though, I cried during the conversation of Obi-Wan and Vader. Yeah, that was really touching, really sad.
I loved how they went back and forth with the voice between
that was cool.
Hayden and James Earl Jones.
Yeah.
When they would transition to Vader. I loved how they did that, man. That was kudos, man, to them.
I love how their voice changed when his helmet got cut open. That was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did that for. If you guys seen Rebels, they did that before too. There's a quick second with Vader and Ahsoka in there. Spoilers, by the way. But yeah, that was amazing. I think one of the ones. I love the banter back and forth between Owen and Obi-Wan. I really wanted to see more of that. That was amazing. Like I mentioned before, the chemistry between Obi-Wan and Leia. I thought that was really, some of it was gut wrenching and really heartfelt in my opinion. I loved it a lot. Some of the stuff that I saw with Reva now that I guess now in the end she's out there with a lot of information, So
exactly.
I think a spin-off is actually kind of intriguing because now now that I know what she's actually been through and what information she's holding, someone's out to get her.
But I ask you one
maybe
thing.
we just have
Mario,
another series just to watch her die.
Do you think she knows that Luke is Anakin's son?
I don't know, because that transmission was extremely broken and it said nothing like that. I think if anything, maybe she just. It's possible. I really don't know, man.
But
really
she must feel curious about who is that boy. Why they are protecting that boy that much?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. I think what she did is just to get back at Obi Wan. I think she's still pissed at him for not being there during Order 66. So she probably wanted just to mess with him, considering that Bale was the one that said that, hey, since I'm not hearing from you, and all he's just said was the boy, Tatooine, and she could put that together. She knows where to go, right? And just go from there.
Oh, single songwriter.
Anthony, you haven't seen Rebels yet, bro.
I'd like to see Star Wars show not made by Disney and maybe rated R for bloody battles.
Well, I still think that Disney surprised me a lot. You saw stuff that normally
saw
don't
the hand
see on
come
Disney
off.
shows.
Saw hanging.
Yeah, saw
that. We've seen decapitation from the Mando.
And Force choking a kid.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, breaking the damn kid's neck.
Yeah,
that was.
Yes. They do get dark when they need you, man.
Sidebar. I need a quick sidebar. When I'm adding a moderator, what do I type in? It says username, but nothing comes up.
No, actually, you need to type
the link. Don't you?
No, not all the usernames appear. I had problem with that too. Only some usernames appear. You need to
single songwriters everywhere, man. I'm sure if you type in his name, will show up.
Yeah. He's also a mod on my channel.
No matching users found.
Type in single.
Placed.
Are you really?
Mafia says place their channel URL. Okay.
Are you really doing that while you are hosting a live stream?
Yeah, it's bothering me. I mean,
but they are gone. They are gone.
Don't speak of them. Don't, Joao. Don't.
Okay,
don't you say that 3-letter word.
You do what you have to do, and I just read comments. Anthony, Riva is a crazy person. Are you kidding me? Chopping off ends, trying to kill Vader, trying to kill Luke, trying to kill Obi. She knows about the kids, and Obi just lets her go. Haha. You're right, bro. Sorry, not sorry.
That was really cool when we saw Vader just force fighting her, and like she was like so under him. It's just like that was
like, get out of here, kid. You bother me.
That was pretty cool to see. Vader taking down the ship.
Mm-hmm.
That was fun to see in live action as well. There's a lot of good moments from episode 5.
Read the Nobi comment.
From
Kenobi.
Oh, the Kenobi. Okay, sorry. When Uncle Owen and Aunt Beru became the Wonder Twins to take on Riva, got tipped off by a town, but the same town didn't warn them when the Empire decided to make them into marshmallows. That's fair enough. It's fair enough. Fabs, what would you say to that?
He didn't watch New Hope, so it's difficult for him to say anything.
I'm trying to read the comment.
You're trying
it is
to
what
read?
It is.
But it kind of goes with, like, I guess what you said earlier. Like, I guess we can nitpick some of that minor stuff, but it is what it is.
Maybe there were no townspeople by that time. Who knows?
But that's the thing too. But that's what Disney does, is it's up to us to just kind of figure it out and tell ourselves why it happened, you know?
Mm-hmm.
They just leave a lot of stuff out, and it's up to us to make sense of it.
Again, man, there's just so much about it that's just impractical. Star Wars altogether. It's something we all should actually look past it. I think everyone will enjoy it even that much more. You know?
That's why I do what I do. That's why the more I think if you expect too much, that's when you get upset about whatever it is, because you're expecting what you're expecting, and you're not given what you're expecting, so you get upset.
This is what I was talking about, actually. This is what I meant. Thank you, Doc, for that. If you hover over someone's name, there's like a 3 dots that show up on the side, and then I think they give you more options there instead of right-clicking on their name. In
No,
the chat? No?
just the. I have the star and then the 3 dots. Put user in timeout or block.
Yeah, Anthony, I agree with you about Obi-Wan could barely use his powers, and then he turned into a Super Saiyan space Jesus throwing rocks like Rey. I think the writing just fell short to me. Yeah, that
I
I
did. Of
agree.
course it did. Yeah, we're not. I think we're all in agreement with that.
Single
think we-
songwriter though has a good point. Just enjoy the hot toys. Again.
Yeah. Let the shows be the shows. The hot toys is what we collect. There you go, man. I love the positivity, man. See, that's why a single songwriter deserves a wrench everywhere he goes, man.
Do you think anyone will say, no, I will not get a battle damaged Vader because I didn't like the show?
Exactly. No one's gonna turn that shit
No
down.
one's going to turn down on that.
Thank
dude,
you
I got a
so
shelf.
much, Doc.
Look at man. I got shelves full of freaking first order troopers here, man. I mean, what does that tell you? I wasn't the biggest fan of the sequels, but shit, there's some cool ass figures. And they're actually posable to the contrary.
Let's take a look at that one more
It's
time.
funny that many people like to compare it with Book of Boba Fett and say it's better than Book of Boba Fett. I think the Book of Boba will always be the lower end of the series of any TV show from Star Wars.
Yeah,
Here,
that was
I'll
really.
I'll just be right here, man. I'll be a voice in the distance.
All right, so this will be the background, and we'll just.
There you
go. It's very pretty, though.
It's such a joy to look at this display, really.
Yeah,
It is.
I'm glad you guys appreciate it.
And
man.
no matter how
And-
much I
and
try to
the-
tweak mine, it doesn't look like that.
No,
Maybe
but
because I don't
it's
use the
like
base
it's
suit.
not only the amount of figures, but it's the way you have them displayed and in line that
exactly.
looks so good.
It looks so classy. It looks so clean. It looks amazing.
Well, I like the poses because they're good, but they're museums. So like, I don't know. I feel like they all fit. They're unified and they look good where they're at.
They're they're very simply posed and they look
They're natural.
amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I like to go for. Clipper King mentioned that a lot. A lot of natural. What looks
Oh,
actually
Clipper
natural.
King.
Hey, man. Exactly. Yeah. Come back, bro. We miss you.
Come on back now. Six Skill Mafia though said, but after all is said and done, it's better than Book of Boba. 7 out of 10. I still think 7's
agree.
respectable.
I think
I
7.
was gonna give it like a
it's
7.5.
not bad.
I would probably give it
7.5.
7.5, 8.
Mm-hmm.
Probably an 8. I think you just
Okay.
kind of have to ignore some of the missteps and enjoy
For
you
what
know,
it is.
the good things.
Yeah. Hey, Anthony, should I just be like this on your streams too, bro? Just stay out of shot and just be a voice in the background.
Kinky Sphincter said the writing was
Hey.
atrocious. I'm excited for the hot toys. The battle damage is going to look awesome. Any chance we get another quarter scale Vader?
I
Probably.
hope not.
Don't be like
I
that,
hope not,
Mario.
probably.
I hope not, dude. No way, man.
Even
Wow.
if you get
Imagine.
a quarter scale Vader, it will not compete or be even similar to the one already in the market because the Anakin head is completely different in the
Correct.
two
Yep.
scenes.
Yep.
The 1/4 in the market now is already the clean head that is already healed with the ears, while the one if you have now is a battle damage all scarred and all messed up. So
Dante's got a good point here. Sorry, I don't want to cut you off, Joel. Go ahead.
normal, no, it's okay. I already talked too much.
No, you don't. People
I
expect
talked too much
shows to be
already.
like Titanic and Avatar. I think we do get our hopes up. I think we, like you guys said, we all have it in our minds how it should be, and then when it isn't ending up like that, we get pretty distraught or dissatisfied. And I mean, I'm the same way. That's why I tried to have after Book of Boba. I tried to have low expectations.
Yeah, but if Disney comes to us and tell us, okay, I give you 90 million, write me a Obi Wan show, I can assure you that our show will be 4 out of 10.
Exactly. That's what people have their opinions, which is fine. But you're talking about people's writings, which again, it's fine. You could like and dislike whatever you want. There's nothing wrong. But if you were in that job, I don't think it would be that simple. You know what I mean? So that's why I don't sit there and pinpoint and judge and oh, this is. I take it for what it is. If I don't like it, I don't like it. If I like it, I like it, and that's it. It is what it is.
But at least I would know that Vader is Anakin.
That's true.
That's the beginning.
Oh my god.
We got a super chat from Six Scale Mafia. Thank you so much, sir. He says, now I have a wrench. Ho, ho,
Hey,
ho.
Mario Brothers.
was that a Jabba laugh?
No, that was a Hans laugh from Die Hard.
Wow,
Don't you guys get the connection, Die Hard?
no.
He's reading his shirt. He's like, now I have a machine gun. Ho, ho, ho. Because he's reading it. Because John McClane wrote it on the shirt after he broke his neck, and then he sent him down on the elevator with the Santa hat.
What do you guys consider Die Hard a Christmas movie?
Yes.
Really?
iTunes would as well, because when it's Christmas time, it's on sale, and it says Christmas movies on sale, and it's right there.
That's some bullshit, yo.
I never
do
saw
not agree with that.
I never saw the Star Wars The Christmas Special. Is it worth it to watch?
The holiday special? Oh,
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, wow.
Gotcha,
I'll send you a link right now if you need it, bro. You let me know. It's an absolute train wreck that should be watched.
Single songwriter. We must remember we are all here for the hot toys. It's fine.
Anything else you guys got? Anything else you in the chat want to talk about? Again, I thought it was a good show. Did it have missteps? Yes. Not gonna deny that at all. But I think overall I was more pleased than I thought I would be. Would you guys agree? Because I was scared after episode 4.
It was fine.
Yeah, they wrapped
like
it
I
up.
said.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I think they stuck the landing. It was fine. There you go, Joa. Daniel SC says the holiday special is the greatest Star Wars episode ever.
I will watch it this afternoon then.
Awesome, man. Please put up a review when you're done. I would love to hear your thoughts.
I never watched that. Obi Wan, so wait then.
You're gonna want that animated Boba even more so after you watch it.
Oh man, I'm definitely not watching it then.
You haven't seen it too, Flaps?
No, I haven't seen it.
Oh my. Sounds like a watch party is in order, everybody.
Watch party for.
No, if you're talking about animation Boba right now, and that's going to be on there, and that's the only one I don't have, it's not happening. I can't watch that.
Because then he will have it.
No, I've been looking for it, but I'm not spending $800 on a figure. I'm good.
Hell no. Forget about it, dude. No way.
Six Scale
I'll try
Mafia.
to raise a crest for it if anybody's interested.
The Hasbro?
Mm-hmm. Sealed in the shipper. Not sealed in the shipper, but still sealed in the box.
If anybody needs a solo mall, I got one for sale. Hit me up. Or Aquaman. Or
I said trade. I said trade for an animated Boba Fett, bro.
yeah, Fabs, you should just trade.
I would in a heartbeat. I'm looking for trade. I'm not looking to pay, but nobody's, I have a ton of Marvel. I have, a bunch of one-offs, but everybody's looking for Star Wars. They want Star Wars for Star Wars, and specifically that figure. Nobody's looking to trade that figure. They want the cash out of it because it's so pricey. So it's tough.
Night. Dante. Night.
Oh my gosh, dude, Dante, come on, man.
He's using the Star Trek. Hey, you cannot do this.
Using the Schwartz is what he's doing. Oh man, you gotta love it.
Single songwriter says, "For the love of God, please do not watch the holiday special. It will mess you up for life."
Oh, now I'm so going to watch it.
Please do, please.
I'm so going to watch
you'll
it
love
this afternoon.
Christian said some interactions with which Rex Cody would have been awesome. For the brief moment, I thought that the trooper in episode 2. I thought maybe it was like Rex or something, but apparently it was just a old clone trooper.
No, Rex is Alpha the Rebellion. Remember?
Wow.
He ended up in Return of the Jedi now. Now he's actually canon in Return of the Jedi.
Oh,
if you guys
boy.
remember.
I can't keep up with this.
Gotta love it.
Star Trek for life.
This-
You got Riley Reviews in the house. What's up, Riley?
Hey,
Young wizard himself.
the human party, like Leo calls him.
Riley, I think it was when Thor was announced. I don't know. I think they were live streaming. I think I listened.
Yeah, I saw that
about,
too.
I listened about Thor when they were live streaming.
Does anybody
They were-
in the panel getting that Thor right off the bat?
I
Fabio is getting 3,
How many?
2
3.
right away.
Oh,
2
Wow.
deluxe.
2 deluxe, yeah. Oh, you have to. Are you kidding me, man? That
How much is on site? How much is on site show? 350.
No, 320.
Yeah, like nah, the deluxe is like 345, isn't it?
345? I thought it was 320 something.
Nah, bro.
You
I
might
think
be
that's
right.
for the standard.
You might be right.
Yeah, Riley, I was listening to the replay to that, man, and I just heard KG just going nuts for him, dude. And then he saw the price, he was like, oh, never mind.
No.
I love that, dude. Oh, man. That's
Marvel
hilarious.
is just so cold right now.
Yeah, 345. You're right.
Damn.
That's a lot.
Yeah, so I had to get to the
Anthony is saying that you should use this link.
Yeah, you should have used this
You
link,
are not
Fabs.
you are not a good friend, man.
I've used his link before. How many times did you use it? 0.
I don't buy from Sideshow. What do you want me to do?
Exactly. You don't support him at all. Unbelievable.
Unbelievable. Holiday special should be canon.
Isn't it?
Oh man, I'm getting hyped for this. Really, I think I will have an amazing afternoon.
Dude, you got to do a live stream.
they are
with
back.
reaction.
Help me out, moderators.
Come on, mods. Get to
Do
work.
your thing, mods.
You're slacking
We're not-
already.
We're not paying you for nothing, dude.
They probably don't even know who they are.
God, it's still taking too long. Unbelievable.
Gotta be quicker.
Come on.
Yeah.
All right. There's one.
I
There's
got
one. Come on.
Doc Smizzle, Anthony,
Oh,
single
man.
songwriter, Daniel.
There's 4 of you guys. Come
Yeah.
on. There we go. Hey. Doing better next time, guys.
Oh boy.
Welcome back, baby.
Naked HD XYZ.
Well, boys, I mean that pretty much wraps it up. I think we all enjoyed it. We just,
Yeah. Yeah, I enjoyed it. To me, it did nothing to tarnish the entire legacy for Star Wars whatsoever. It was just there. We saw a story, and that was it. And we got a pretty damn good fight out of it too between Vader and Obi Wan.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for it if it works, but we just don't know if it's gonna work.
Anthony says, "Quit your bitch."
Yeah.
Oh man.
One you can only get one Hot Toys from this series. Is it going to be the
Battle damage Vader.
Vader?
Yeah, definitely.
Lola.
Just the little 6-scale Lola.
Oh, definitely Vader. That's like a must. If it's your first hot toy figure, it's got to be that.
And if that doesn't ever come out, there's the Mythos. That's the
Yeah.
very close second place, guys.
Is there any way that they snuff us and they don't do a battle damaged Vader? Any way that happens?
Nope.
If
Impossible.
they don't,
Impossible.
this whole collection will be up for sale, guys. Everything must go.
Impossible.
And then after I sell everything, that's when we'll see it drop. I'm like, you mother-
It'll get announced.
All right.
It'll be a
I'm only joking.
Toy Fair exclusive.
Yeah, pretty much.
Riley asked if we think the Vader will be a DX. He's hoping so. Give me a look at this. I think
the
he was
replay,
just
bro.
Yeah, hit the. We were talking about this DX, DXX, and a regular
D triple X, triple D's. So yeah.
Ooh, Anthony would take a quarter scale Obi.
Yeah,
Interesting.
he would have to come with so many accessories to make it worth it.
What if he came with Lola?
Quarter scale.
That's it.
Quarter scale.
Quarter scale. Quarter scale.
Well,
Lola.
and what about Luke's little
Yeah,
yeah,
little
the
Tommy.
T16.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, T16. There you go.
Maybe a piece of meat for his terrible CGI camel.
Wow.
Piece
Wow.
of meat.
His terrible
wrapped up.
CGI camel. Wow, man. I'm damn near offended, guys.
You know, it's funny.
That camel is coming. I tell you, that camel is coming.
No, I thought the
With
same thing. I
Obi-Wan.
think it was the
That
blur.
camel
That
is
camel's
coming.
coming.
That camel is coming. Totally.
Yeah, I said they gave us
The Opie, guys.
And I will pose him near the blur.
Yeah, I said the same thing. I was like, oh, they're gonna give us that camel just because of the blur.
They are saying the blur is coming soon, and I hope not, because I don't want to be hit again with that pack.
I know, man. There's so much stuff out there. It's crazy.
All right, boys. Well, TGIF. I think we're gonna call it here. It was fun hanging out with you, just talking Star Wars. Fun hanging out with the chat as well.
Oh, but you didn't talk about your new Batmobile that you have there in your module case.
I figured I'd talk about it on Monday.
Well,
But
we're here, man. We're not going to be here on. Well, Joel will be here on Monday.
I don't know.
Us, bro.
I don't know who's gonna be there on Monday. I haven't even.
Joel's always here on Monday. Dude.
Every
Every time I turn on Monday night, there's Joel again.
It's true, right? Seems I never leave the stream. I'm always
Honestly,
with
Joel never has anything going on at the time I stream, so I'm like, I gotta get Joel back on here. He's my right hand man.
There you go.
Yeah, Batmobile looks amazing. Congrats, man.
I'll go a little bit bigger for you.
Oh my!
There you go.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Look at that.
Why you don't
Is that the
place
89?
Joker on the other side?
I was thinking of putting Joker
No, don't do that. Doesn't need to be.
there, but it's pretty tight. I might, but I don't know. It looks pretty good here. He's
based on Batman, right?
no, I don't.
The Batmobile fits
good.
there perfectly.
And that is a 6-110 for anybody that's curious.
Anthony is in a bit of a dilemma right now. He's asking Anakin with or without the stab.
With always.
With?
Yes.
I would say without. It's a pain in the ass, man, to try to figure out where to put that damn stab.
I'll say without
you don't
too.
have space for it.
Well, I got both, and I'm going to put the stab on top of a detail.
Yeah, I had to modify the shelf on my. Well, not modify it, but just adjust it. I got it right there. If y'all can.
Oh, I see it. I see it. I
Right
see it.
there,
Yeah, I
right
see.
there in the corner.
Wait, but you don't have him on it, right? Just sitting. You just have.
Oh, he's on it.
Oh,
He's
is he?
on it. He's on it. Yeah.
Is he behind it? I think it's behind.
Yeah,
it.
he's. I got him. I got him writing it actually.
Oh
That
yeah.
didn't sound right. I'll show you guys a photo. If you guys want to see it, I'll show you guys a picture.
No, but so I got a good deal on this Batmobile, but it was loose, but the description said it was in great shape, but it didn't come with everything. So, opening bid was $1,000 plus $200 for shipping, or best offer. I offered $800, and he accepted it. I was like, oh, damn, I didn't think that was going to happen. But he did. And then the day he's going to ship it, he says, oh, by the way, I shipped it out today, and I noticed there's some markings. It's residue markings on the side of the Batmobile. But
residue?
you should, yeah, from when I polished it up a few years ago or whatever he said. And I'm just like, those look like if you rub something against the wall and you got the paint scratches on it, that's what it looked like.
Mhm.
I'm like, those look like scratches. I said, I got to be honest. If those are scratches, I'm sending the damn thing right back. So, let me know if there's anything else wrong with it. You said it was in great shape. This should have been something that you addressed before putting this thing up for sale. And I noticed too, he didn't take any pictures of that side of the Batmobile. There's all the front and then the one side. So I got it today and I used a magic eraser carefully and I got it out. So I'm like, okay. But then on the sides, you can't really see. Batman's covering it right now, but the sides, the magnetic panels, they're missing on each side, one panel. So now I'm going back and forth with him on that, and he's like, "Are you sure there's even a piece missing?" And I'm like, "Yeah."
So
like
and
you can
so
see the magnets.
And so it happens that the piece that you are missing is two of these. And
Right.
you are lucky enough because I can sell you these two pieces for only $800
each, right?
What a deal!
Yeah,
Joao is really a man of the collector, dude. Look at him.
he is.
Actually, it's like this. you can have someone make a 3D print of this pretty easy. This is a very small piece of black plastic.
Graham, is anything else that you might have picked up recently that might have to go back? Or we're not talking about that.
Can you believe that I never removed the sticker? There's a sticker here to uncover the magnet, and I still have the sticker here.
Leave it. You're gonna ruin the value. Don't take it off.
I will leave it, of course.
As he's ripping it off, I will leave it.
I will leave it there.
I also picked up a quarter scale Vader.
Ooh.
Which was
tell
also
the story.
Which was also told to be in great shape. Great shape. Complete.
Worst week ever.
Worst day ever. So Wednesday, I get the Vader, open him up right off the bat. I look at him, I'm like, shit. His tusks are broken off. Missing. Not even there. And then the bracket to connect the two bases together is not in there as well. So I issued a refund. And I said, it's missing. He didn't fight it at all. I got refunded, but he didn't send me a label, and I don't think he knows what he's doing because he's like, "Oh, can you just send it back and I'll pay you back?" I'm like, "No, I'm not doing that."
No way. The balls on this guy.
So he doesn't know how to
or maybe he does and he thinks you don't know what's going on.
He says, I'm trying to find the message actually. It'd suck if it was one of you guys watching this show, but
no, it's fine.
He's like, sorry to say, I have been on with eBay much of this morning, and the reason I cannot get the label created is because they already have given you the refund. Normally, they're not supposed to do that until I have received the item back. So the only option I have is to ask you to ship it at your convenience, and I will send you money for shipping. They just never should have taken the money out of my account before I verified that I had received the return. Many apologies.
No, as the seller, you have the option to print the damn label. You create the label.
Right, that's what I said.
That's what I was telling you.
And I even showed him the email where it says I've been refunding and I'm waiting for a label from
do not ship nothing back by yourself. Wait for the shipping label that they should send to you.
If anything, what I'll do is I'll get a quote and I'll just say you can pay me this and then I'll ship it. But I'm not shipping it until I get the money to pay for it. So that happened the morning, and then like an hour after that all happened, this guy says he shipped it, and then it's all scratched on the side without it being scratched. And I'm just like, oh my God, this can't be happening.
You just can't imagine the kind of collectors that are around there.
Well, like I was telling,
I don't know what they do with these pieces. How can you lose pieces like these from? And
right,
even
open for inspection only, right, Fabs?
That's
right.
insane.
I don't get how people buy this expensive stuff. And
when
then
you asked the guy about
like
this
garbage.
piece, what did he told you? When you said about this piece, the Batmobile piece, what did he told you? He doesn't know about this piece.
He's like, oh, is it even anything missing? And are you sure there's a missing piece? And so he just messaged me while we were streaming. He's like, oh, okay, I'll look around. After I said,
I'll look around.
Yeah, you don't have it.
Do you think you will find a thing this size anywhere in his home?
No.
It's probably in the box where
he's just another one trying to probably buy time, so I just go away.
Hey, Graham, can you share my screen real quick? Just
Yeah.
wanted to show you guys this thing. There it is. So he's on. He is on the step actually.
That's
Whoa,
awesome.
you see?
That looks really good.
So
Anthony, you see why I ask you to buy with the step because of this.
That looks
But at the same time, Anthony, it's a pain in the ass to set that up, dude.
What are those? What the 120?
Those risers are good.
Or is that a 110?
I'm sorry.
The case, is that a 120 or 110?
This is a 165.
A 165.
165.
So
They're
just
longer.
longer. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's awesome.
They're not as I don't know, girthy as the DFs, but these do have length.
So these are bigger than the 110s. But
no, they're the same. They're the same. They're all the same dimensions. It's just longer. That's it. You just have more. lengthwise. I think
Yeah, every
I
time
think 210s make up 165, I believe.
every time I think I know what I want, this happens. It's like something else like shows up, and then it's like now I don't know what the hell I want. Because I thought I was gonna go with the 1.6. Then I was talking to Anthony, and he was like, "Oh, the 120s," and then I was like, "All right, cool." And then now this is like completely different. I never even heard of the
No,
165.
these are the 6 series. These are 6 series 165.
Oh,
I
got
think
you.
you should go. Yeah, if you're gonna start doing vehicles or consider vehicles, bro, I would definitely go with the DF.
That's the thing. I wanna take the vehicles off of the top of these cases and
Then yeah.
put them in there. Just because I feel like it's gonna look nicer than up
So
here. You know.
Fabio, these ones on the sides, the ones on the end rather,
Uh,
these are vertical. These are vertical 6 series. So they're tall where you can fit some of the stuff. They have the height, but they don't have the width.
gotcha.
So if you're trying to fit like well, Graham's Batmobile barely fit in there, but if you're gonna fit something like, I think
The tumbler, like
the
a
Echo
tumbler would
one,
be.
no, it won't fit.
Gotcha.
The tumbler's too wide.
Right.
So you're gonna want to do a DF.
Gotcha. Yeah, because I got 3 tumblers that I need to put somewhere. That's the thing.
3 tumblers, bro.
Well, Batman,
Damn.
Batman Begins, then the
Uh-huh.
Dark Knight, and then the camo one, and then the other black one. So I got both black and the camo.
One tumbler for every movie, man.
Keep telling Fabs he's gotta just
Wow.
adopt me.
Hey, look.
Just
Yo,
a
we're gonna get a
and the
and the
DeLorean,
DeLorean.
Wow.
Look at that, man. He's got a freaking parking lot on top of his depot. Look at that.
and the BVS from Jazz Inc.
I feel like
Oh.
they're being wasted up there. You know what I mean? I'd rather put them in a case and make them look nicer.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty
definitely.
sick though. I mean, still. Yeah, I don't think
He needs to adopt me.
I was telling Fabs I don't think the tumbler is gonna fit in this style module
So the
case.
DF, would work for the tumbler.
Yeah, DF
Yeah,
would work.
you'll get the depth that you need to fit the tumbler in the DF.
But then I feel like that's going to be a lot of space wasted, right? Because then I can't use risers much.
Height wise,
Yeah.
no, get the shelves. Get the shelves that I.
Oh, see, I didn't even know there were shelves. That's the thing.
Okay,
I don't know
yeah.
anything about module cases right now, so I need to like.
So
really-
what you can do, so if you have a DF, so here's what I suggest. If you have a DF, right, and you're just only using one display just for the figures, you can get custom shelves and custom widths. So what I would consider is that get like a quarter and then get a half and set them up in like a 3-tier and stagger them the way that I do, so that way you can use the risers and everything. Or if you may not even need the risers, just use the shelves.
Right.
But
I
they are a bit of a nightmare to install, but it will, in the end, it'll look really good.
That's what I was telling Graham. Remember, I told you, I said, I want to talk to somebody directly because, like, I need to really talk to somebody from there to let me know what my options are with what I have, and so that's why I don't really know much about the module spaces.
Module space. Did you see
Module
that, Mario?
space, exactly.
No,
yeah,
no,
I did.
Name change.
Yeah, and apparently, 65% increase in production capacity.
Yeah,
so
apparently that'd be awesome. You don't have to wait a year and a half anymore.
Yeah, now we just have to wait a year.
Christian has a question. He says, how regularly do you take care of your leather parts, applying leather, I guess, applying protectors?
I just started, to be honest. I mean, when I was setting up Vader and the other pleather figures here,
They are back.
I just said, screw it. Stop it, Joel. I just said, screw it, man. I'm just going to go. I'm just going to try it. And lo and behold, man, it's just, I think it does the job well. So from what I understand, I guess some people do it like every 3 months or something like that. But does anyone else here do that?
I do every 3 months on the Batman capes and the body of the DX09.
I've never put anything on any of my figures ever on any of them. Not even an older one, nothing. And none of them are flaking, thank God. None of them are messed up. So I don't try to, do something to prevent anything that hasn't happened. So I just don't touch them.
I stopped as well when I first started collecting. I was doing every 3 or 4 months, but then I don't know if it was lazy or I just worried I was putting too much stuff into the material that I thought I'd maybe ruin it that way by keep on treating it. So I just decided not to, and I haven't had any issues either. I have a dehumidifier down here, so it's temperature, humidity controlled, out of direct sunlight. Haven't had any issues.
Yeah, Fabs, when my Terminator police shootout leather jacket started falling apart, That was heartbreaking. When I reopened up the Indy DX, it's been boxed up for a while. When I was putting it together, it was fine, but when I put the belt on, it's just disintegrated,
Yeah,
like right in my hand. So that was all the stuff like that, man.
that
And
happened.
what's the most heartbreaking is that my Vader from the Tarkin 2-pack started flaking, or actually started the arm is a little bit like weathered. I think it's from my fault from handling it too much,
Mm.
but
Like the
still,
oil,
just
like the
stuff
oil
like
from your
that.
hands.
Yeah, and it's just probably like hella dry.
But I think
And
sometimes
yeah,
in some figures
sucks.
it's worse to let them inside boxes.
Hmm.
I
Because
think
you
they
might think
should
they're safe, but you're storing them somewhere that isn't.
That's what I was worried about with this. The Vader that I have set up right here next to Chewie is the first Vader they came out with, and I've had this thing boxed up for a couple of years already. So I wanted to get him out because I was kind of worried of the condition he would be coming out the box. Luckily, everything is good for the most part, but I did notice that the Velcro is starting to wear a little bit, and it does look like it's going to show signs of flaking. That's when I went ahead and screw it. I'm just going to go and just apply this 303 on it, And for me, it just gives me like a peace of mind knowing that there's a sealant, on there for now, some sort of protection to help prolong some of that.
Right.
Mario, do you know if the corner module cases have come out yet? I know Fabs, you were looking into
No,
that too.
not
I don't
yet.
think they've even released them yet, or even announced them. I mean,
Yeah, they're not on their
I
site
was,
at all, or their old site,
no,
anyways.
yeah.
Maybe it's time to wrap up the stream.
Oh,
Unbelievable.
I guess
I'm
Joel's got
kidding.
better stuff to do, like eat lunch.
Is your laptop gonna die, Joao?
You are not. No, I'm planning my holiday special for after lane.
Oh, he wants to get off and watch it. Okay.
Yeah, I don't really have anything else. So I think Joel just kind of killed the mood.
Well, he'll be back Monday for sure.
No, I'm not.
Offer revoked.
6 Scale Mafia said Brian from Audicus will be on his spotlight hour soon. So I think it's interesting.
That'll be good.
Cool.
Yeah. I love Majicase though. I mean, they're always great with everything.
Oh,
Outside
right.
of getting back to Joel, they're very responsive.
You got the viewer. You got one time. You got a viewer that win the module cases, right? You received them.
Yeah, that's a attention-seeking geek, Ben from.
Oh, he got it.
Pond. Yeah, he did a video where he showed him off and put it on IG.
Amazing.
Wow, that's awesome.
That was fast.
Yeah, Brian said because it was like a contest and it was such a small order that they could do a drop ship, so he got it. Yeah, within a month or two, something like that. Let me see if I can pull his video.
Desi, that's for you, Mario.
Thank you for that, dude. Yeah, I'm looking at that. I actually watched your video, bro, recently on that, and I really appreciate you breaking that down, man. So yeah, it really is just the moisturizer, not really a sealant.
If the plan is
Yeah,
correct,
I'm have to definitely look into some sort of sealant then, dude. I would love to just do it one time, but yeah. Watch out for messages from me, Desi. I might have to start hitting you up pretty soon, bro. I appreciate that.
I don't know if I did that right, but there's the link to the video that he did, kind of showing off his little display with his new Maju cases. So fun guy to watch. He's it's very entertaining. Dresses up in costume a lot. Loves Star Wars. So if you guys haven't, check out Attention Seeking Geek as well. And Desi says, message me anytime, man. Yeah, Desi's always great at
Appreciate you, bro.
helping us out. I asked him about my Batmobile, what I could do about the scuffs and what I could try and stuff. So big help right there as well.
And that video to take care of Ahsoka's body, very, very.
the silicone body.
That was helpful, man. Yeah. I never thought of doing it with the Q-tips. So
6 Go Mafia says it's like keeping your skin moist, man. Don't any of y'all use lotion? Not enough.
no.
That's for sure.
Not enough. I have a dry
don't.
skin and I don't use enough lotion.
All right, guys. Well, I think that's going to wrap it up.
We use lotion for other purposes.
We're
Don't
gonna
mention it.
We're gonna let Joao go and watch the holiday episode.
First, I'm going to have lunch,
I'm gonna go to bed.
and Fabio will start sharing junk food on Facebook now until 3 a.m.
It's not junk food. It's delicious food.
A burger with 5 layers.
I'm gonna go
is
hang
not-
out with Fabs. I want to see what he's got going on.
Yeah, he's in his back pool and he's just got burgers he's eating and
Oh, delicious.
Oh, I'm
Living
coming
the
over,
life.
bro. I'm
What
booking
did
a flight.
what did you eat today? Can you repeat that long list
Oh
of
man,
stuff?
I
Oh
had
my
a
God.
I had a double cheeseburger I made on the grill. I had 2 hot dogs. I had tater tots.
Yo.
I had macaroni and cheese balls. Oh, I messed that up today. That was my dinner.
That's 5,000 calories there. Easy.
Hell yeah, man.
1,000.
Welcome to Friday, bro.
That's exactly why it happened. It's Friday. I don't eat like that every
Hell
day.
yeah.
Joao doesn't eat that much in a week.
Oh, no way. No way. I gotta save for hot dogs.
Right now, he's gonna have some rice and some green tea. That's his lunch.
No, surprisingly, I'm having chicken breast. Can you imagine?
Wow.
Shocker.
Chicken breast is on my menu, I think 5 or 6 days a week.
Unbelievable.
That's
Oh,
good though.
man.
That's good for you. That lean meat. Can't have enough chicken.
Yeah.
So,
Look at his face, dude.
Every time I
Mario,
have a
what's,
burger in my front, I
going
just
on in
give
your
the
channel?
first bite, then I start to cry and I don't eat more.
You cry?
Yeah, because it's too much.
Chicken, man.
Chicken again.
It sounds like you need to
Yeah.
burn calories with the bot. Oh, you are not. You see, Fabio, you registered in that website. It's happiness every day.
We fixed it. We fixed it, man. It was getting a little out of control, but we fixed it. All right. I'm gonna call it a night. Mario,
Cool.
what do you got going on your channel, or what are you up to these days?
Oh man. First of all, thanks for having me on, bro. Kind of busy right now personally. So I'm just kind of lacking on stuff on my channel right now. There's some stuff I gotta do. Both personally and on the channel, to be honest. But what do I have going on? Booty bots are back.
Booty pots.
we just did an episode of Uncivilized Scoundrels last night on Lael's channel, man. If you guys want to check out some more in-depth thoughts about our overall impressions of the Obi Wan series, feel free to check that out. We'll be back on my channel over there in about 2 weeks on Thursdays, and yeah, man, that's it for right now. Hopefully, I can get this all this finished up pretty soon. Riley, if you're still out there, it'll get here when it gets here, all right? And I'll get you guys a collection tour
Yeah.
as soon as I possibly can. But
Can never
again,
have
thanks for
enough
having me on,
collection
man.
tours.
It's always nice to hang out with y'all.
Appreciate you, man. Fabs, you're gonna start doing some review videos, right?
Not reviews per se. I know, there's a lot of reviews. I don't want to be another one. I don't want to be another person doing reviews. But I know there's a lot of people who would like to hear my opinions on some of the figures that I get. So what I'm trying to do is do like a voiceover over the videos that I already take. Just very short, just giving my opinion on them. But I have to figure out the software and all that stuff. So that's coming soon. I'll be on Aries Monday, 8:30. We're doing a double unboxing at some point. I forget what he's opening up. I'm going to be doing the Anakin with Stap with him. He's also doing, I forget which Star Wars figure he was doing. And then I got a few bunch of figures to open up. So stay tuned for that.
Sounds good. Appreciate you making time to come on tonight, sir.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Big Breda. What's
Yeah,
going on? You're not gonna. Was you just had your news live stream last night?
yeah. The news live stream is a weekly, every week, Thursdays, 9:45, 10 p.m. around that. I don't know what's coming this week. Probably going to review some stuff, but there's nothing coming out in these last days. So just wait and see, because if anything pops up, then I just review it.
Have you done a collection tour yourself recently?
No, because I'm waiting to assemble those those floating shelves that I got.
Okay.
Because I have so many things boxed. If I do a collection tour, I cannot show everything. I have so many things boxed that I want to put it out. And what do you want to see? You want to see? I have maybe half of the stuff outside now, so I want to have everything set up and then do a good video. And I want to do what's the other thing I want to say? Wait a moment.
Waiting for it.
Holiday
Waiting.
special.
Yeah, I had something special. No, I forgot. I really had something special.
It'll be right when we go offline. I'll be like, damn.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, well, it was great having you, sir. Appreciate all your input as well.
Oh, it's a pleasure, man. It's the 4th time in a row in your channel. Seems I'm living here.
Yeah, you're
It's
living on
always,
my channel.
it's always great.
You're already tired. We could tell.
No, it's amazing. You are kidding me or what? Oh, don't forget, guys. If you haven't yet watched the last episode of The Boys, it's amazing.
I haven't seen any of them.
Same. I gotta get started on it.
And don't forget that July 1st, Stranger Things is back.
Yes. And then August 5th is the movie Prey, the Predator movie.
Okay.
On Hulu.
And Doctor Strange is already on Disney Plus if you want to stream it.
It was okay.
And Thor is coming soon, right? Thor, the movie is
beginning of July, yeah.
July 8th, yeah.
So that'll be a fun
There's
one
a
too.
lot of
try and
stuff.
see that.
I'm telling you, Marvel will back strong. And as I told you yesterday, I will be here in the purge of Star Wars hot toys.
Marvel's back on
everything.
top.
It's on Disney Plus right now too.
Which one?
Doctor Strange.
It's already on Disney Plus.
Yeah.
Ooh. Anthony says The Flash is going straight to HBO Max, by the way.
Is that official?
When is that happening, if
No.
it is? Is it because of Ezra Miller that they're just going to get it out and
That
then
wouldn't even make
move on?
sense because of him. That would be a bad move because that movie looks amazing.
Yeah, you know what's going to happen? They're going to reissue the Batmobile.
No, they won't. You want to know why?
It's a different
it's not,
Batsuit.
it's not Batman's movie. It's Flash's movie. So they're not going to do his vehicle from Batman.
Unless they re-edit it and they can make it a Batman movie. Ezra Miller
Yeah.
completely.
Imagine.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah,
They're back.
You got moderators. You got 4 of them.
Oh, they are back strong now.
The Flash will reportedly debut on HBO Max due to Warner Brothers' concern with Ezra Miller's public image. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't hear that yet. So thank you for that news. Well, anyways, on my channel, I don't know. I might do a video of the Batmobile. I don't know. I did also get Snowspeeder. Yeah, Snowspeeder Luke in as well.
Snowspeeder Luke, this one right here?
Yes, sir.
That one right there?
Yep. Sold my Return of the Jedi.
You did?
I did.
Wait. Which one? Which one did you sell?
The deluxe.
You sold? Why, dude? Really?
I did.
Oh my gosh, man.
Gotta make room and money.
Yeah, but that's like
Money.
Meet Luke, dude.
I got Snowspeeder.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
And you'll be happy about this though. With the money that I saved from the quarter scale Vader, I picked up A New Hope Obi Wan. So he's coming tomorrow. So I'll probably review him too, because there's not too many reviews on YouTube for him. Plus, they're pretty old. Yep, that's the one. And I'm going to steal that exact pose, by the way. So
Are you now? Okay.
I am. Yep.
Feel free, man. I love to see your interpretation.
It's going to be exact copy.
His interpretation is copying your pose.
I know, huh?
All right. Well, thank you guys for watching the show tonight. Hopefully you all had a good time just talking Star Wars. And have a good weekend. Until next time, stay safe out there. And as always, see you soon. Later. Oh.